Looking back on the Allman Brothers now that it is all over, can you sum up what the whole experience was like for you? And what legacy will they leave?
Well, the Allman Brothers were one of my favorite bands since I was a kid, since before I even started playing guitar. And I've always said that if I were going to join a band that I grew up listening to, the Allman Brothers would be at the absolute top of that list. It was an amazing opportunity for me to join that band. Even more of an amazing opportunity for me to be in the band for 25 years and to contribute as a songwriter and a singer. I wrote 25 songs for the Allman Brothers through the years, and that's an opportunity that very few bands would be open to with new members of the group. I guess I'm a new member, 25 years. But I think the Allman Brothers always understood that one of the things that separated their music from some other bands was that it had to be all about the music all the time on the field, on the stage. Everyone was equal and had to be giving 110% all the time. It was never a band where you could have some people in the front and some people in the back. It was just always a cooperative effort, and I'm really proud of my 25 years there.
You've also been very involved with the Crossroads tours with Eric Clapton. How much have you enjoyed these tours, and what have been some of the magic memories for you?
Well, Eric Clapton was one of my first guitar heroes. I guess my first guitar hero. It was Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, and Johnny Winter in that order. So to eventually become friends with him and be able to play music with him is obviously a huge thing for me. Being part of Crossroads was a great experience, and when he sat in with the Allman Brothers for our 40th anniversary, that was one of the highlights of my life, and the music was amazing. I think we all rose to the occasion, and it's something I'm very proud of.
Blue Maiden's Tale is a beautiful ballad that is orchestrated with some great fiddle playing and mandolin. Tell us about that track.
Blue Maiden's Tale is one of the newer songs on Ashes and Dust. I specifically wrote it, or intentionally wrote it, in the tradition of folk music, specifically Celtic folk songs. I wanted to write a song that, and never had prior, that really came from a Celtic folk songwriting structure. Having said that, it is a little different in the way that it bounces back and forth from 3/4 to 4/4 in the time signature. That's not a normal Celtic thing, but lyrically and melodically, and even the feeling that's evoked by the song is very much coming from that tradition. The mandolin and the fiddle obviously play a big part in setting the mood for this song, and I think it's a beautiful recording.
Tell us about the song New Year's Eve. It certainly has a delicate and gentle approach and features some nice guitar work.
New Year's Eve is another very personal song for me, and I was on the fence about whether or not to actually divulge what it's really written about, but I had a friend decades ago who passed away on New Year's Eve, and anybody who's ever lost a friend or a loved one on a holiday knows that from that point forward, that holiday is no longer the same. New Year's Eve is one of those holidays in general where people reflect on their life and try to think about making it better in the future. For me, that's strongly coupled with my thoughts about my friend who is no longer here with us. So that song is written about my reflecting not only on my life, but on his as well.